I just hauled so much crap up here. But I just got up. It is 2:45. I headed up to Klamath Falls to get my groceries earlier today. And then I'm working tonight because we're supposed to be getting some dry lightning. Clouds are trying to build in a few spots. So I'll be working now through at least this coming Sunday. At least that's the plan for right now. I don't think I'll be staying up here the entire time, but I'm planning just in case. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Look at the size of those dust devils out there. There's two of them. The closer one is already pretty big, but the one in the back, that is literally like a tornado. That is ridiculous. What in the world? Well, the cells that were to the southeast of me have become pretty active. There's apparently been a few down strikes over by Sheep Mountain, and I just saw one over in the burn scar over there a few miles away. So, doors shut, windows shut. It's still pretty hot in here, but it's not as bad as it was earlier. Hopefully this stuff will blow through pretty quick and we'll end up dropping more rain than we're expecting. That seems to be dropping a decent amount, and there's a little bit over here too, but we're definitely expecting it to be drier than last week's storms, unfortunately. Getting just a little bit of rain now. I think the leading edge of it is past me. They gave us an update for the lookouts of what time we're going to be staffing until tonight, and as I was writing it down, I saw the reflection of a lightning strike in that window, and I think it was one that went down over by Orr Lake, but it was super hard to tell. It's just one of the problems is I can't I can't see every direction, so unless I'm facing where a lightning strike is, then I'm not going to see where it directly hit. The one I saw in the Antelope Valley, I could see that one, but this one was an estimate, so I think it's somewhere down there. Hopefully it's getting some rain. There is an engine patrolling the area, so I think they're going to be keeping an eye on stuff for a bit, at least in probably the spots that I can't see very well. And then one of the range techs who I know is coming up here, so I can train them so they can take my time off when I am going back home, which I'm going to be doing in a week or so. So that'll be fun. Hopefully they can get up here safely and don't have to worry about getting hit by lightning or covered in rain.
I know they say door is hell and then it's like not.
Yeah. I'm out of service already. I didn't end up recording too much just because I was up here working with Sasha, getting her trained. Stuff really was hitting the fan earlier. Oh wow, you see that lightning? I hope I got that on there. That cell seems to be still active, but that's probably at Klamath Falls or further north. We're not going to get much of anything for the rest of the night, I don't think. I'd really be surprised. Man, I'm just going to keep the camera up there because apparently that's getting real active. But anyway, there were a couple fires out in the valley, supposedly 2 over by Meese Lake, which is weird because I never really saw them. One of them might have been in a spot that I couldn't see it. The other one, I think, was unable to locate, and so they had to bring back resources. There were several calls for railroad ties being on fire, which is crazy to me. I think Engine 377 went and responded to one before it was even called in, put it out, and then left to go to one of the other fires. And then there were 2 other calls separate calls for railroad ties, and I have no idea what was happening there. On top of that, there was a fire up in Doris, which inevitably Sasha and I could see, but we didn't realize that we could see it because we thought it was a water dog at first. And it died down. Oh, that was a good one. It died down, and we didn't see it for a while. There was a huge cloud of dust to the east of Doris that was getting pushed up, and a lot of people were looking at that, getting distracted by it. We didn't see anything for several, I don't know, maybe like half an hour or so. And then people started getting closer to where that fire was at, and they got there, and then it started pushing up smoke, and we realized it. Now, resources are responding to a fire over by north of Goose Nest over on the Little Shasta River. That is a bad area for me. I can't see anything over there, even in good weather. So I tried looking over there. Nothing was coming up, and the clouds are blocking it. Smoke and precip is blocking it. We're getting smoke pushed up from, I think, the Green Fire, which is 1,000 acres or so along Shasta Lake. But anyway, I think that'll be it for tonight. Should be pretty calm, but at least it was an entertaining day. Well, it looks like the stuff that didn't take off last night is getting ready to today. We just had a dispatch for something really close to Ball Mountain. I can't see anything up there right now, and I've been looking through the scope and the binoculars, but I'll be looking at that. There wasn't a whole lot of lightning to the east of me, so I'm probably just gonna focus my views on this whole area because they got a few more downstrikes as that cell strengthened as it passed through. But yeah, gonna be a busy day today. All right, I'm gonna have to make this brief because I gotta listen to the radio right now. Someone down in Keg Pit just called a fire on my mountain. You can kind of see it down there past that dead pine tree. They're getting crews out here on it. It doesn't look bad right now, so they're just getting someone to come out here. It's clear skies right now, so I might even get a bucket drop from a helicopter. So I'll be kind of walking them in as best I can. All right, so you can hear the tiredness in my voice. Down there, just right next to that cedar snag, the, what is it, 377? They're coming in to check it out. Oh, there's another one too. Anyway, they're coming in, they're getting ready to respond. They're finding ways up to the fire on my mountain. Still can't see much, not putting out a lot of smoke, which is perfect for me, but they can see it. I just called in another fire that was over that general direction. It looks pretty low, and I think it's behind a knoll for me, but they're sending someone out there to go check that out, but I don't think there's a lot of people around, so thankfully, I think they'll only get one crew on that. But man, oh man, can you hear the the stress in my voice right now? Hopefully I won't have to start running stuff down to the truck and get off the mountain, but I'll be watching that fire like a hawk. So there's the fire down there, still well a ways below my lookout road, so I just popped down. I asked if I can come down and get a good look at it. There was also a chance of a second smoke, and I haven't seen anything around here, so they're working in on getting that done soon. It looks like it's burning in ground cover, so not timber yet, but I'm definitely going to be watching it. All right, this south wind is not great right now, but thankfully that means it's blowing that fire away from me. There's the helicopter. They're finally on scene. Looks like they're going to do some bucket work. They're probably going to draw straight out from Orr Lake and start dumping on it. They said it's 100 by 100 foot ground fire burning in juniper and grass. Flame length is 6 inches right now, so has low, it has potential, but it has a low rate of spread right now, so looks like I'm just gonna hang out here. Yeah, helicopters hanging out right over it. They're getting quick scope on it. I'm trying to get some clips here and there, but obviously job is more important. I've got to pay attention to the radio real close right now. Helicopters over by Orr Lake now. They're getting ready to set down, set up the bucket, and then they're going to start drawing. And it sounds like they're going to do just a few passes just to really knock down most of the fire. Oh man, what a ridiculous day. They just confirmed that it's a lightning strike, so that might have been one of them that I saw that I thought was another direction, but helicopter's got its bucket. Gonna do a few drops. There we go. Let her rip. Oh, sweet. Well, the helicopter is released. They dropped probably 5 or 6 buckets, and did a lot of work for our crews down there. So they're released off to the forest, and now the hand crews are going to deal with it. I'm out of service. We didn't get extended at all. No more lightning. There was an 8% chance, but it looks like it's all away from us. I've got nothing to the south, got nothing to the east. There's stuff to the north, but it's going to stay up there. There's a couple things to the west, but nowhere near me. They knocked that fire down pretty good. They had marked it controlled. The crews left the scene. It felt cold to the touch, so they'll be coming back up tomorrow to check for anything. I mean, even if something is still smoldering down there, I'm not going to see anything. Obviously, someone's going to probably reach out to me if it looks like anything big is happening overnight. And fire behavior doesn't really work like that unless the wind shifts. I think that's dirt, but I'm going to go inside and check. Anyway, yeah, the red incident, no one ever found that. That's probably dirt from someone going to the campsite. I'm not worried about it. I'll check it in a sec, but anyway, yeah, long day. Hopefully one of the more stressful days of the season. Don't have to worry about possibly evacuating again. I'm making my dinner for tonight, and I realized you can really see the smoke coming in from, I'm assuming it's mostly from the green fire, but yeah, that is all drifting in with that strong southerly wind. So that's why it looks that bright orange color, because ignore me pointing with a fork. But yeah, those are definitely not clouds. That is just the smoke that is moving up from those southern fires getting forced over the ridgeline. So we're going to be choking on that for a little while. And that smoke has finally made it over the ridgeline now. It's creeping over here. It was worrying me for a bit because it was catching the light weird. It looked like something separate, but nope, it's still just that big old cloud, and it's running up the valley. It looks like it's actually going to avoid me for the most part. Head up toward the lava beds. But yeah, all that nasty stuff. Hopefully I won't wake up in the morning surrounded by it.